we're gonna get into some body lock passing. So he's gonna be on his back. Right, this one, so you can see the side. Actually, switch. Yep. Okay. Good. So if he's seated, right, I don't really want to enter from this spot. See how his elbows are all tight and his knees are closer to his chest? It's gonna be hard for me to get that. All right, so I want to judge my distance. This is one time where I'm gonna kind of bend over a little bit. So back, or I'm not gonna sit here. I mean, I can, but I'm gonna bend over a little bit. I'm looking at his hands, moving from side to side, control at his head. I'm looking for this. I'm not gonna try to enter there. He needs to sit back up. When I do that, I'm gonna shoot in, okay? For an S grip. Back up a little bit. I wanna shoot in. What happens when he goes back here and he sits up, they become further apart for a second, and it's my opportunity to shoot in.
His arms, you mean?
Yes, arms and his knees get a little further away from his elbows, right? So he's real tight here. There's no entry point, okay? So when I go here, he sits up, boom, head in, get my S grip, okay? I'm looking to make contact with his sternum and S grip at the spine to where I get him flat. I'm pinching his, I'm gonna try to get his heels to his butt, okay? So once I get this here, I can go down to his back, but I ultimately want to have one arm pulled all the way across, okay? And then we're gonna pass on this side ideally, okay? So from here, I can get him flat, now I'm on his spine, and now I can push and pull my arms here, tight, okay? So come up a little bit. Get it as far over as you can. I can gable grip and close my elbow, okay? Now I want to pinch my knees a little bit, okay? I don't want to leave them super wide where he can extend me, okay? Heels to his butt. Remember, old school, right? Come up here, close, or gable grip, in tight, pinch my knees, okay? Close. Keep my head towards his sternum. Okay, if I'm too far by his hip, he's gonna push and frame off my head, right? I don't wanna get that in here, right? And then now from this tight grip, it's hard for him to peel my elbow. Okay, I have a gable grip right now. So he tries to peel my elbow. I'm really strong here. I can come up and put pressure on him, okay? Now, as I walk out here, I can take this knee over here, okay? From this spot, I just want to stay heavy. And then now I'm going to work on controlling my base. I'm going to come out, get to his head, pass, okay? Does that make sense?
So he's not doing anything with his right hook, like when you try to.
This one?
His right hook.
Here?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You're not worried about him sweeping you when you start to.
So when I get in here and I get this grip
Yeah.
tight, so if he tries to extend me, I'm real close, he can't get started. Okay, elevate me.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, now I want to work, come up a little bit. Punch this as far over as I can and close, okay? And I'm tight here, okay? Ultimately, I'm going to get one of those knees to the floor, okay? Preferably on this side. I'm pinching my knees so his feet are real close together and his heels are to his butt, okay? So now I can do a couple different things. I can pass this way, pinch. Okay, so I'm super heavy here now. Pinch my knee in, work to his head. Come on, okay. So first I just want to work on an entry and then we'll build off of it. Okay, so we'll start while he's standing. Okay, so I'm outside, you push here, but ultimately I want the heels. Here, he comes up, I shoot, get my grip. Okay, come up a little bit, get my S grip, punch across, close, gable grip, here, okay? Get to this first, head more towards the center. Once I'm down, first it's gonna be my head here, then I'm gonna turn to the side, okay? Don't put it by his hip. I wanna keep him from sitting up, okay? If he tries to come up on his hands and sit up, right? Get your hands behind you. Right here, I can pull him back. Pull him back down. Okay? Does everybody understand?
Yeah.
All right, let's start with that.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. So, we'll work on the entry again, okay? Here, he shoots up. Here, that's grip, right? I can push in, feed my arm tight, pinch my knees in a little tighter, close my elbow, okay? Right, once I have that, here, okay? Now I'm gonna work on, I'm gonna pass my right leg in this case. I'm gonna pass to this left elbow, okay? So, here. So I'm tight. I'm gonna, both of his feet are close to his butt, so he can't extend me or pick me up, right? I'm gonna, when I'm ready, I'm gonna kick my right leg back and trap this leg, okay? So I'm tight, pass, and now I have 2 legs on one, okay? From here, I'm gonna step out and take my knee to his hip. Here, as I switch my grips. Now I have inside control, okay? You watch like the best guys do this. Some guys will do it really slow like that. Other guys will just like launch themselves around it once they clear that leg. Does that make sense? Can you see that?
Couldn't see.
Are you
that.
doing anything with your left leg to set up that peel?
It's already pushing here. So when I kick my leg back here, it's just gonna cover here.
Okay,
So they're both gonna be right here.
I see.
Okay. So here, I'll do it from this side. Right, tight, close, okay. Heavy pressure, trap. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now step wide, pinch. Right. Now I can let go. I still have my right arm cupped around him. Get to his head. Pass. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you never try to go grab that ankle, his left ankle to hold
I
it?
could. We used to do that a long time
Yeah.
ago, but I have this grip,
Uh-huh.
so I can't. When we used to do this 10 years ago, we would just be here. Remember?
Yeah.
Right? Holding Joe like that? I might have to because I can't get my arms around, right?
Uh-huh.
But Madison, it might be hard for me. This is significant.
Grabbing his foot's more for like when he's able to sit up.
Well, here, right, I could reach through and grab his toes and accomplish the same thing. Okay? But I also got to remember he's fighting back and pushing and moving, trying to frame, extend his legs, all those things, right?
New Age is almost like you're ignoring what the other
If I get this grip, he can't do any of that. I'm going to do the rest of it with my legs.
Yeah.
I see.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, so it's better for the grip then.
I think so, because I think on more people, I'm going to be able to hold them better. Right? So as I shoot in, here, tight, pull in, pinch my knees. Okay? I can grind him out here. There's nowhere for him to go. Okay? Pass. Here. Step. Pinch. Okay? Try to move it. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of letting go of that grip at the last second
Uh-huh.
to come around it.
Once you commit to one side, it's only that side. You can't switch,
You
right?
probably can, but think about the direction you're setting yourself up to. I need to work to get this knee down so it's easier to get over. Right? Madison's legs, I can't just pick my leg up and step over them.
Yeah, this would be all
Right? I gotta start turning that knee down.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, excuse me a little bit. All right. So here, I grab, close, okay? So I'm tight, right? I pass, cover, step wide. So I'm not coming up really high for him to pick me up,
Uh-huh.
right? If your knees, anyone's knees pointed to the ceiling, right? Turn your knee up, right? It's hard
Yeah.
to step over. Step wide,
Oh, now I get it.
okay?
That's why you're leaning to one side, so you can get his knee down.
Yes, without me changing my level so much and picking my hips up. Does that
Now,
make sense?
That totally makes sense.
All right.
Any
Good.
submission you guys do in jujitsu from where he's got his leg totally pinned? Or just a
There's
separate-
like some calf crush things you can do, but I'd have to have it wedged in between my leg in a different way.
Okay.
Right now, I'm just putting basically 2 legs on.
Because that's extremely uncomfortable, especially for big guys with that big hamstrings. and
Yeah.
stuff. And then you start figure 4 in that.
Yeah. Now, if
That's
you were
fine.
to figure 4, there are some things you can do
Okay.
there. Usually different positions.
All right, that's fine.
No submission from there
Okay.
that I'm really aware of.
All right.
Okay. Now, counter to that, there is like an inside heel hook I can sneak from there.
That's fine.
But that's a whole different.
That's fine.
All right? All right, try that. 1, 2, 3.